people buy gold, copper's where it's at. It's a value play.
Copper's the value play of the week over gold.
Damn right it is. Yeah, fucking right it is. Copper's the best.
The only thing I remember about copper is like people breaking into construction sites, ripping out copper and like bringing.
And why do they steal it? Vincenzi will tell you because it's worth money.
It's cheap to flip to buy drugs with.
Yes, it's also a drug dealer's delight.
It's in the wire. You're right. It happened. Bubs does it in the wire.
Yeah, and my neighborhood's getting sketchier by the minute, and a lot of air conditioning units need to be locked up. But anyway, let's talk golf.
Mayo experience.
Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, presented by Underdog. Code Mayo at Underdog right now. Get you a deposit bonus of up to $1,000. PGA Championship. Best bets. If you missed the player-by-player, shame on you. You missed the research show, shame even more on you. And the picks, the bets, the one and done, that's already out. You need to go watch all these shows after you smash the like and sub to Mayo Media Network on this and give me your best bet. Can be any market to make the cut. Top 20, top 40, miss the cut. Top Yahoo, top Scandinavian, don't care what it is. What is your best bet? We will be recapping our 3 best bets apiece at the end of the show after we talk through some of these markets. Joining me right now from Sports Illustrated, Matt Vincenzi, who, I mean, if you saw it in the cold open, has got his fill of Cam Stewart already. Is it everything that you wanted it to be?
I'm super excited. I'm a huge fan of Cam and you, so being on the show with you guys together is a dream come true.
Cam, did you know
that? It's impressive, Vincenzi. Sports Illustrated? Like, I still read. I'm one of the only guys, like, I read Mayo's newsletter on the can, and I actually like reading. My girlfriend used to work for a newspaper, so hey, writing's a lost art, buddy. I'm glad you're still doing it. And as I told Pat, I know a Vincenzi, an old bookie, and I know 5 Vinces, 4 are bookies, 1 my best friend.
Did you know
that's perfect?
Did you know that Matt secretly is a live bot, Cam? He's one of those guys that just posts glowingly about live.
Yeah, it's like those chicks at the end of the show. I'm like, she goes, ooh, great, whatever comment. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you live in Mississauga and you really like my sports show tonight there. Yeah. Any bots. The only bots I know is ones we cooked in my buddy's Volkswagen. That's bots. Hash bots. Hash bots. Oh. Bots? BTs? Anyway, I said too much. Golf.
Let's talk about golf. Cam, you are riding the heater of all heaters on this show. You've
amazing.
The last 2 times you appeared. The last time you hit the winner of the Kentucky Derby, and you personally hit a trifecta that was so large you called me that night.
Yeah, sir, I was drunk, but I'm glad you picked up. I know you were at a dinner party, but Pat, it was actually, you know what the crazy thing was? The Super 2. I play a 10-cent Super. I didn't have enough to do everything because I had so much money invested in other stuff because, as you know, I play a lot of Australian horse racing the night before, and I discovered casino on some sites, and I've already told a couple of them, ban me from the casino. I don't want to do that. I don't like giving away profits, but I got a real problem with cards.
So you hit that at the Kentucky Derby. You had money to spend, but the only reason that you had money to spend, because on the Best Bet show for the Masters, you gave out Chuck Schwartzel, low South African, winner. Corey Connors, low South African, winner. And your gold-plated pick was Justin Rose, first-round leader, 65-1. No one has won more than you on this show.
Vincenzi's like going, this numbnuts can actually like win bets. I couldn't believe it either, Vince. Like, I got to tell you, I got call Vince. I know so many Vinces. Actually, I got to go see Vince tomorrow. Go up to the cafe. Anyway, that's a story, Pat, but we'll talk about that on the next show. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Pat. Other than betting on the Leafs, which is basically I should give money to a fucking guy outside a liquor store. Things have been really, really good right now. Can't complain.
Matt, let's talk PGA Championship outrights. We already did the outright show. So what I'm rolling with right now, and I've seen him down as low as 8-1 at this point. So I guess taking Bryson at 16-1 last week was the move. So I got Bryson. I bet on Justin Thomas on Monday morning at 19-1. And then I got the old Burmista Mista lady, your guy, Dean Burmeister, 150-1. I took 8 places on him. Where are you going with your outrights?
Yeah, similar to you, and I'm sure similar to a lot of people. I'm going with Bryson. I just think he's going to win. I don't care how popular he is. I don't care how too obvious it seems. We saw that with Rory, who's pretty obvious at Augusta. I just think he's the winner. I mean, I'm as confident in this as I have been in any golf bet probably in my life. So we'll see how that works out. But I believe Bryson's going to win. I got the some 14, some 16, some 18. I've been throwing in parlays with the Celtics money line, all this different shit that I've been doing. I think he's going to win. I also have Your boy, I don't know if you're gonna like this one, but Joaquin Neiman, 40-1.
Good number.
Wait, is it
Yeah.
is it to win or outright not win? Like, is there a market for that? Because I would bet on that one, the not winning one.
There probably would be, but it's probably like minus 2,000. So it is to win. And I've in one of my mineral picks, so I'll sell that a little bit later. And then Hovland 50-1. I feel like that's drifted too far for me.
I can see it as well. I mean, I like Hovland better than I like Neiman just because I've seen him compete at major championships before. Cam, who are you betting to win this tournament?
What the fuck's going on? Are you and Vince like in the Scooby-Doo things behind my artwork in my house? Sorry, I can't afford artwork, but behind my green screen with your eyes, like I got the same guys. DeChambeau, I got at 14. I hit him again at 12 because I'm an idiot and I just love to click. Thomas, 22. Tyrell Hatton, 45. Hatton's one of my guys. Hovland, 60. And my bomb, Pat, Max Homa, 125-1. I actually think he's trending in the right direction, playing well. We'll talk more about him and Meester a little bit later in the show.
Max Homa, really? That blows my mind.
It's 125-1.
Yeah, but
the guy's actually
realize
playing well.
You realize this isn't a Corn Ferry event; it's a major.
I do. And last week I hit Ryan Fox, dude. My guy Norgard almost came out of the fucking sky and won. This guy he ran out of holes. I told you about those Danes of Destiny. Watch out for my Danish team here. But you're going to give me home at 125 on a course that he likes. I'm going to take it. Is he going to win? But like to make the cut, it was only minus 150 on one of my books. Like, whatever. I'll lay juice. I think Homa's going to be there. That's just my opinion.
Did you know that Cust gave us 3 picks, Cam, and one of his picks was Nicholas Norgard Moeller?
I love this guy even more. And I can't rip Cust anymore because I know he watches Kathy Bates and Matlock. I have a guilty obsession too. I watched that show Elsbeth before because I love murder mysteries and like that's a pure women's show or an old lady show. But
no.
Remember, Pat,
Cam, I watch some.
Yes.
My wife watches Ilsbeth as well. I don't like how they show you everyone who's famous is the bad guy. They show you how it happened.
Know.
I don't like that.
It's going to be like me and you and Taylor Swift. They're going to be me as a killer on Elsbeth. But remember when I was a kid, I watched Murder, She Wrote with my mom after the football game. I'm like, hey, Mom, why did the Seahawks lose again? When I was like 7, she goes, don't worry, son. Just we could watch some Murder, She Wrote with Angela Lansbury. So I've been hooked on those murder mysteries, even the stupid ones, since I was a child.
Matt, I have Hatton and Hideki as futures from earlier in the year. Don't feel great about my positions on those two guys right now. Do you have any faith in them?
I actually have Hatton 50-1 future too.
There we go.
And I don't feel terrible about it. I think it's 50 is about right. I thought there was a world in which he lit it up in the first half of Live, and our 50 was looking incredible. But I don't think he's been bad enough to make the 50 not look great either. I did like that he showed some life at the Masters. The first 2 rounds, he was up there for a lot of the time. And last time he played here in 2021, he finished T3. So he obviously likes the golf course.
Well, let's talk first round leader, Cam. This is your market. I have one guy that I'm targeting right now, but I want to hear some of your thoughts because you like to take some of the bombs. It's not like you're going to take Rory first round leader. Maybe you are taking Rory first round leader. Maybe that's the market to bet Rory in this week if you want to go to it because he's currently 14-1. Of note, all of the odds that we are using from this show today are powered by our good friends at coolbet.com. You can go into the description right now. They're doing a giveaway, Cam, for people in Canada outside of Ontario. So not you, but it is the ultimate golf trip experience giveaway. All you need to do is opt in. I mean, you have to bet on Coolbet on golf, but as long as you opt into the competition, you could win a trip for 4 to both Cabot Links and Cabot Cliffs later on this year.
Those are amazing courses. Amazing. Pat, I know you got contacts at Coolbet. Taylor Pendrith is a sponsor there. Hopefully,
No.
Is he not?
Not anymore. He's gone. Adam Svensson is now the Canadian.
Yeah, I love Svensson frozen dinners. It's fine with me. I don't care. Anyway, you talk to your friends at Coolbet. I like their little logo with the polar bear. As you know, I lived in the Arctic, so it touches my heart.
I have an entire box of merch right here for Coolbet with the polar bear on it.
XL, double XL. I'll see you at the party in June, Pat. Just bring a couple extras in your luggage if you can. I'll pay the freight.
Matt, who you targeting for first round leader?
I got 5 names written down, all long shots. Starting with DJ 75-1. I've seen 80 somewhere. Toby Keith once said, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as
love
good
that
once
song.
as I was.
That guy was the best, man. Red Solo Cup. My girlfriend loves that stuff. Great music to get drunk to. Toby Keith's a legend.
Absolutely. That's why people DJ. I mean, can he do it for 4 rounds? No, he can't anymore. But he's shown multiple times this season that for 1 round he can be the best player in the field. He was trending towards the Masters. Hit the ball pretty well at the Masters. I think first round leader 75-80 is fair. The other guys all 90 are Akshay, Ricky Fowler, who loves this course, and then Cam's guy Max Homa, who I agree has shown some life. And then Cam Young, 100-1, also likes the golf course. And then last week kind of showed us something. So those are 5 guys between 80 and 100-1.
I'll probably end up waiting for the tee times, but Matt, it's been like I saw my buddy Keith was at the course today. He posted the video of just a torrential downpour. I think this is the worst of the rain that it's going to be as the lead into the tournament, but I think it's going to happen again, at least for periods on Tuesday, happen again on Wednesday for a little bit as well. Do you think that we not necessarily will see a soggy course all week like we saw at Valhalla a year ago, but at least for the first round, do you think this course could play a little bit differently?
Yeah, I think it would play soft. I think they would most likely play like it played last year. I would guess like 14 under, 13 under winner. And I think that soft conditions could help a lot of players. One that really comes, yeah, Bryson, the longer hitters. And the other one for me is Neiman. And I think the soft course helps him because a lot of times in majors, he's struggled because it's so firm and fast. And he's a lower ball flight than most of the longer hitters. So if he's coming into the green with a long iron, he's skipping it over the green a lot of times. So on a soft green, your buddy Michael Kim said it earlier today, those longer irons are more likely to sit. So I think it benefits him.
And that's where I wanted to go with my first round leader, Cam. He was first round leader at the PGA Championship at Kiowa. He was second after the first round at Oak Hill. He's Canadian, so that helps. And he doesn't have the distance, so he's going to be hitting a lot of those long irons. I like Corey Connors, first round leader, 70-1.
I actually think Corey Connors is going to be doing well in this tournament. I would not be shocked if he finished inside the top 10. Didn't make the mineral picks, but yeah, I like Connors a lot. First round leaders, me and Vincenzi, we're reading each other's mail again. There's 2 chalk guys that I like. I like DeChambeau at 20 and Morikawa at 35. Other guys, Batea, 80. No, my boy, what's my the drug of choice? Novocaine, Andrew Novak, 110, and 120 Jager bombs with Steven, and give me Cam Young at 120 as well. That one's for you, Matt. Let's rock.
Yes.
I can get behind Jager. I actually think Jager fits this course really well, Matt.
Yeah, and he's one of the guys who makes a million birdies. And I will say, me and Cam having some overlap is good because I was on the Rose first round leader too. So maybe the guys we both bet, Akshay, Cam Young, I think could have some life.
Yeah, I'll go in on Akshay with you guys. So I'll go Connor and Akshay. I'll have all the finalized bets in the newsletter, the free newsletter that Cam was talking about reading on the can earlier. That you can have
Great
that sent directly to your inbox on Wednesday evening before the tournament starts. So you can make all your finalized bets there. Those are the ones that I really like. Is there anyone that you can see from like absolutely nowhere competing? Like I was looking at someone like Thigala, Cam, who's just sucked coming off a WD. But if there's a place to turn it around, a soggy course at a major, we always see these random dudes who everyone is off of all year just kind of pop up out of nowhere. Maybe they go away by Saturday, but Thursday you're like, man, that's a big number for that guy. I probably should have bet it.
It is. Like, and that's the thing. The first round leader market's great for like favorites. Like if you like Scheffler, why bet him to win the tournament when you get him? And last week he came out of the gate like our freaking horse. Like he was on fire, man. So you look at these lines that you get a little bit better, but I'm with you, Pat. I like to take deep bombs. I love Jager on this course as well. He's hurt me a little bit on Sundays, but Cam Young's another guy. He's like a quarter horse though. He can come out and give you a sprint, but he's not going to be there in the end. So that numbers looks real good to me. Pat, I like Max Homa. I'll say it again at 120-1. I want to plan for a first round leader too. There's just something's telling me he shows up this week. It's just sometimes it's just instinct. It worked with the Derby, but I got to ride this guy. I think he's playing better.
So Max Homa right now, Cam, if you have friends in Canada outside of Ontario, you can go to CoolBet and get him at 150-1 to win this tournament if you'd like.
Can I get a CoolBet account and just lie about where I am?
They have methods for snuffing that out these days.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I got a lot of stories to tell you about. These guys always know where I am. Even when I'm at home, they think I'm in another country. It's ridiculous. Right when I start to win money, then they're on me like a cop. But I'll tell you, I'm telling you, honest to God, Pat. Like maybe I'll just set up an account and pay somebody to run it for me because that's a great number.
That's a very good number. I mean, I can bet it for you if you'd like. But Matt,
Thank you.
the other guys who are at similar odds of him right now, the 150 range is really interesting to me. Because like Bobby Mack is there. No one's really talking about him, but I do think he kind of possesses the right skill set for this course. Hits it a lot longer than I think that people think. Homa's there. Siwoo's there. McNeely's there. McNeely's like, what is he, like the 11th ranked player in the world? I don't think anyone believes that, but he's still up there. Then you got Burns, Keegan, and Akshay and Finau still all at 150 to 1 to win this tournament. I've seen some love for Burns this week. Are you buying into that?
No, absolutely not. I just don't think it's the right golf course for him. And I want to say he struggled with the President's Cup here as well. Finau, I think, makes some sense. He showed some life last week. I was happy to see that. But yeah, I don't think Burns is for me.
Okay, well, let me throw this out here. I think he's been first round leader 3 times so far this year, Cam. Should we just auto bet Keith Mitchell first round leader?
I was thinking the exact same thing, Pat. I might have add him to the list. Kashmir Keith will break your heart on Sunday, but man, he comes out of the gate real nice. I'd actually think that's an interesting play. Like I always notice Batea's near the top a lot of the time. Keith Mitchell, like those type of guys. I'm down with that program. Keith Mitchell, I won't take him to win, but first round leader, he's definitely in the mix.
Matt, when he starts missing putts, they're not even close.
No.
Watching his Saturday and Sunday rounds, it's not like, he did lip one out because he hit it 1,000,000 miles per hour at the hole and took all the break out of it. It just went and ended up like 7 feet away. But there are some of these 5-foot putts where it's not like it stopped a rotation short or it hit the lip and just went to an inch behind the hole. He's just straight up missing it by 6 inches. It's not even close.
Oh, the one on Saturday, he like missed it way right, and then he stood up immediately. He almost hit it again way right. It like dove at the very end and caught the hole, but he does not look good when he is anywhere near the lead. I thought last week I was thinking about betting a first round leader, then I was like, he can't do it again. He's done it basically every time he's played this year. So I'm going to go back to that well, saying that I don't think he's going to do it again. It just doesn't make any sense that he keeps doing it. So I'm gonna say no, but who knows?
Well, let's start talking about some of these other markets. We got top 10, top 20, top 30 to make the cut, Cam. Are there any guys that you're not betting outright that you do have interest in these markets?
What a question. What do you think about Torbjorn Olesen this week?
I prefer if we're going.
He started to play well last week. Like I watched the minor league tournament, Pat, because I had money on the Ryan in the foxhole, crazy 3-way playoff, but Thorbjorn's starting to show me a little something here. Like maybe for a top 40, it's like crazy plus money for a top 40 even.
I would listen, if I was going to go down the rabbit hole of an Olesen, I'd start looking at like the top Dane market because there's so many Danes.
Yeah.
Matt, I prefer Rasmus of all these guys this week just because he hits the ball so goddamn far.
Yeah, it should be a good fit for him. What market are we looking at here for him?
I was going to say like
top Dane?
I was going to say either top Dane or top 30.
Yeah, I like it. He's been playing pretty well. I mean, early in the year, I think he was like the favorite, way too high on the odds board that he should have been, and people were kind of going to him. But now that he's fallen back to that long range, I think it's probably a better time to buy in.
Who did Cust have? Did he have Neargard Peterson or Norgard?
Norgard,
right guard.
Norgard Moeller.
Yeah. See, that's another thing. Hey, guys at the sports books, just call him Norgard, like whatever. Like I see in this thing, Moeller. It says Norgard on my betting slip. Call him what he is on the betting slip. And then there's Neargard - Peterson, man. Those Danes are tricky. I told you can't drink and bet Danish golfers. Let's see. Like Australian horse racing. They all got the same damn colored silks.
A top 30 on Rasmus Højgaard right now, Matt, is plus 250. That's not bad.
Good price.
Yeah. I like that. I like it.
That puts him in the same realm of other top 30 odds of guys in his range. Cam Young is slightly better. Burmeister's exactly the same price. Pendrith, who seems to have lost it right now, probably because Coolbet's not sponsoring him anymore, and now he doesn't know what to do with his life. JJ Spawn is there. Fitzpatrick. It's shocking to me to see Tom Kim still in this relative area, Cam, because he's been awful.
Tom Kim's unbettable right now. I don't care if he, whatever he does, I'm not going to bet him. I don't care. Yeah, no, he's just in bad form right now. Pat, I got another thing to worry. Like, what's Tommy Fleetwood ever got? Like I had him top 5. I'm like, hey, a nice little Sunday comeback for the T4. Like, is this guy ever going to win a damn tournament?
No.
Like, what's the deal?
It's impossible.
It feels that way. Anyway, I'm not betting Tom Kim. I'm actually going to fade him in every matchup bet I can find.
Well, Matt, what do you make of Fleetwood? 7th at the Heritage, 21st at the Masters, obviously the backdoor T5 this week at the Truist. He's starting to play some pretty good golf. He's actually making putts for the first time in
20.
ages.
I've convinced myself he's going to win at Oakmont.
Really?
I think it's just like Fitz broke through at the U.S. Open. It's a perfect course for him. He's got kind of good in the Northeast, got that short game. I just think it's a perfect course for him, and he's always struck me as someone he doesn't win, but when his first win comes, it's going to be a huge one.
Jeff and I always felt that way about Finau because he won the Puerto Rico Open, then nothing. Then he won a FedEx Cup event. I could see that being the case for Fleetwood. I actually really like Lowry at Oakmont.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he had the lead there, but when he blew it on Sunday to DJ.
Yeah.
I got a problem with Lowry, Pat. I don't like the way he closes tournaments unless it's the Open Championship. This has happened a lot. We've been on him in on Florida swing. Like there's things that happen in the final round. I got Sepp Straka in a matchup bet versus him. I'm like, Straka's going to beat you, buddy. Because you know what Sepp Straka does? He keeps it in play. He can actually fucking putt. That's the thing. Sepp Straka, for a big man, he doesn't hit it a mile, but I felt very confident. I'm like, you know what? Lowry's going to do well, but when it was tied, I'm like, Straka's going to win. Like, because he finds the winner's circle. He's like, Pat, I love that a guy like that. He just comes through like in the clutch situation. I have a problem with Lowry closing tournaments. I know he ran away with the Open Championship. He's always there. He's amazing, but sometimes there's Sunday flaws.
You want to talk about Sunday flaws as someone who had money on him at the Masters. And I was like, if he just goes and shoots like a 66 today, he'll get himself into the mix, into a playoff. Matt, what did he shoot? 82?
Yeah.
Not great. Not great news on the Shane
Actually, you're
Lowry
right,
front.
Pat. I forgot about that. We had that super parlay. He was the last guy. All he had to do was finish like top 20.
Yeah.
And he I lost my mind. I'm like, I look, check. Lowry, thanks for nothing, bro. Like he didn't just do bad. Like he imploded. That was ridiculous.
Well, let's keep talking about some of these long shot guys, not necessarily to win, but just guys that we have interest in. I want to get your take on Eugenio Chacarra, Matt, who's just been lights out playing both on the Asian Tour, the DP World Tour. He's picked up a win. I don't think he has a finish outside the top 12 in 6 months at this point.
Yeah, so I actually had him as a mineral pick. Top 40, 2-1, top 40. I love Eugenio, and I think he's a great, underrated player. I mean, before he turned pro, the number 1 amateur in the world was Ludwig Oberg. The number 2 amateur in the world was Eugenio Chacarra. And won immediately on Live, and then he had a falling out with Sergio or whatever happened that he ended up leaving there. And now he's going to the DP World Tour. I hit him at the Indian Open 35-1, and now he's the best player in the DP World Tour. So the fact that he hits it a long way, he should be fine in the soft conditions. So I think a top 40 at 2-1 is a great bet.
Top 40 right now, plus 240. If you want to go searching around, you can get that at CoolBet. Once again, you can enter that Cabot giveaway, and there's a special deposit promo code down there for you as well, down in the description of this video and podcast if you want to check it out. If you're in Canada, outside of Ontario, it's open to you. Another guy I really like, Cam, is Kevin Yu, but I might just have a problem.
I got a lot of problems too. With like Eric Cole, cocaine, my drug, dude, you got to get me off that stuff. Like take me to rehab, and I can't bet Eric Cole. Like he's a great top 20 guy, but every time I need him for like, I can't stop getting off this guy. I don't know what the problem is, because if he wins and I don't have him, I'm going to snap. Like the time, Pat, we were working at Fantasy Sports, and Snakes on a Plane, Olison there won at 250-1, but I was too busy betting jockeys. I almost friggin' jumped through the window. I was losing my mind. Actually, Matt, we did jockey fantasy. We'll talk about the stories. Let's just say I won the boys at work some money. It was great when we had that sponsor, Pat. Wish that lasted a little bit longer, would have had my mortgage paid off. But I got something else, Pat. I got a vision. How about Ryan Fox taking his win after chipping into a first-round leader or doing better than people think this week?
First-round leader I could potentially get behind. As someone who's backed Ryan Fox in the good times and the bad, he tends to cut. He just won, so obviously he's been pretty good. The chip in the playoff hole to beat your main man, Mac Hughes. But I just wonder if he can keep it going. Although he has shown periods. Like when you just take a look at his results card, Matt, from like the past 5 years, he's terrible, and then kind of is great for 6 weeks and then goes back to being terrible again. So maybe this is the beginning of it.
Well, I remember just because I go on a New Zealand radio show all the time, and they're always celebrating when he does well. And he was the first round leader at a recent major. That's the only reason I know that. But I can't remember exactly which one it was. It was last year. He was the first round leader at one of the 4 majors.
Really?
We got to bet him now. If the guys were leading him, he's on the card. Give me Ryan in the foxhole, first round leader. I like that interview at the end too. He needed to win to get into this tournament. So I think he's fired up. He's one of these type of guys. He said he was going to get wasted. He said, didn't care about the hangover. Trust me, Ryan, I get you. That's me too. I do a lot of things after partying, but I'll tell you, I like this guy's game. I like his attitude, and I like what he had to say, Pat. I think he actually shows up and continues. Winning a tournament is a stretch, but a first round leader bet at that price is nuts.
Trying to see who was the first. I was just looking back at the Open last year, who the first round leader was. Daniel Brown, I think, was the first round. The Da Vinci Code.
Didn't have him.
Shot a 65 in the first round.
Didn't have D Brown. No, I don't think I hit that first round leader, Pat.
Let's see. Nope. Ryan Fox was T56 at the U.S. Open last year. Oh, this is 2000. I guess Xander shot a 62 in the opening round, so that wasn't it. Was it the U.S. Open? Ryan Fox? No, Cantlay and Rory were there. I don't know if he was a first round leader last year, Matt.
Maybe it was 2023.
Yeah, cut Matt some slack. It's got to be in the next few years. We're betting him.
Well, listen, if he wants to go out and have the thing is,
he's doing New Zealand radio, like amazing. Like yes, we're betting him. We are
at
betting Ryan Fox.
At Oak Hill, he was fourth at the end of the first round. Maybe that was it.
Hey, T5, each way me.
Yep,
please.
That's not bad. Let's see.
That didn't sound very good. Hey, Pat, is that what I say? You want to each way me? That sounds very. Keys in the Goldfish Bowl.
Xander loves opening round 62s at majors. Just looking back through this,
I don't know. I'm not betting this guy this week. Am I the only guy?
You're betting Xander?
No, I'm not.
I'm not betting him either. If he wins, I'm not going to be super stunned, Matt, but he's close. So it makes sense logically that he gets it all back together here. It just seems like a tall task, especially with those three guys. Like when I start thinking about the very top of the field, it's the three guys, Scotty, Rory, and Bryson. Then I think that JT is kind of on a tier of his own as the next best guy. Then it's that Xander tier from where his game's at right now.
I completely agree with that. And I like your JT bet because he should be he's the third best player on the PGA Tour right now. And I don't know why he's priced behind all these other guys. Even last week, that number was silly. Why is he 20-1 when you have Ludwig and Xander and Colin all ahead of him? JT's playing better than all of them. And looking at Xander, I was looking at him earlier today, and last year when he was winning, we saw those speed gains he had, which really made a huge difference. But he was driving it straight. When he was winning last year, he was gaining in distance and accuracy. This season, he's played 7 times. 6 of those times he's lost on the field in driving accuracy. I just don't think he's hitting it straight enough right now.
No, and that's reflected in his strokes gained off the tee numbers. Like last week, he did gain off the tee because of the distance, and that was really the critical component to where you needed to drive it last week. At tournaments where there's going to be 3.5-inch rough, you need to be somewhat accurate. And I do think, Cam, that's what gets overlooked with Bryson, is that dude bombs at a mile, but he's like relatively straight off the tee when he wants to be.
I agree. I think Bryson DeChambeau is a perfect fit for this tournament. I wish we got a better number. People aren't stupid. The 16 looks amazing, Pat. Like that's a ticket I wish I had. I still got a 14 and a 12. Not as good as 16, but I agree with both you guys. I think Bryson DeChambeau will either win or come second in the tournament this week.
Weirdly, Matt, the guy that rates out like the best for me off the tee, and if that's really what we're going with, I just can't pull the trigger on him because he's not playing that well, is Ludwig. Like this seems perfect for him.
I thought it was going to be. He came dead last week, which is incredible. He still gained strokes off the tee somehow. So, he's a tough guy to get right. I feel like whenever I've gone to him, he's been horrible, and then in the opposite when I haven't. So I have a feeling he's going to find a way to get in the mix this week when everyone decides he's no longer playing well, and then he's going to go in there and screw all of us.
Yeah, I can most definitely see that. And it would make a lot of sense because we've always played the narrative, Cam, Quail Hollow being the breakthrough spot for so many players. Ricky's first win, Rory's first win, Derek Ernst's first win on tour was here as well.
Where did the Heartbreak Kid Sean McKeel win?
2003?
Yeah, that guy was really nice to me when I met him at the Masters.
I thought
we were just talking metal and music and stuff. Nice guy.
I thought it was at Oak Hill, actually, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oak Hill. Anyway, I'm a big Sean McKeel guy, like for friendliness. That guy was he's a good dude.
It was at Oak Hill. Boom! Pat, remembering
Great
2003.
Call, Pat. Remember his like weird fist pump? It was like the best, like old man fist. Yeah, I did it. Love that guy.
Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches and discomfort? I know that I am on the golf course. The CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body and not against it. Cornbread Hemp CBD gummies are made to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or you just need a little relaxation. They only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, for the purest and most potent CBD. All products are third-party lab tested and USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. Right now, Pat Mayo Experience listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/PatMayo and use code PatMayo at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/PatMayo. Use code PatMayo. There's only one thing I'm really looking for. Well, two things with underwear. I need comfort, to properly firm my junk up in my pants. And I don't want it to be boxy. I don't want it to be lumpy when you look at me. I don't want to look like I have fat rolls at the top of my thighs, which I don't, by the way, but bunchy boxers will do that to you. So I need comfort, I need fit, and I need them to be very comfortable. That's where Skims comes in. When I found out that Skims was making underwear for men, I had to admit, I was pretty excited. My wife, all in on Skims. When the Skims package arrived at my door, my wife was pumped that I got her some Skims. Like, no. Sorry, babe. Those are for me. And they have been fantastic. So comfortable. Wear them almost every single day right now. I got to go buy some more because I don't have a full complement. I don't want to be doing laundry like every 2 days. So, I'm not someone who's going to double up on underwear. I'm not a psychopath, and neither should you be. But if you get some Skims, you can get as many to fill out your entire wardrobe, and you will live in the comfort zone. That's where you want to be, and that's what Skims can provide for you. Shop Skims Men at skims.com and all Skims stores. Let them know that I sent you. After you place your order, select Podcast in the survey and select the Pat Mayo Experience in the drop-down menu that follows. Skims is the official underwear partner of the NBA, WNBA, and USA Basketball. I want to talk about Brooks with you, Matt, because obviously you've dug into a lot of the live research and you're like one of the 8 people on earth paying attention to this stuff week over week. Is it now just the putter that's the problem, or is it just the pure inconsistency in his game? Because when I see 50-1 next to his name, I kind of want to just blindly pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, he's been up and down. It's been mostly the putting, but then in Korea he gained strokes putting and he still finished T17. He just has been inconsistent. Looks like he's gained a couple pounds. I have no interest in him now. I do think he will contend in a major again, possibly soon. I don't think it's going to be this week. He's a guy who typically shows that it's coming every time he performs the major. Even when he was second to in the Masters in 2023, he won the start before. The next time he was, when he won the PGA, he was second in the start before. So if he's going to contend in a major, he's going to show you what's coming beforehand.
You know what it is, Pat? I look at Brooks Koepka as a guy. It's like, you know what? I'm loaded. I'm going to sleep with my beautiful wife. I'm still going to work on my golf game, but that hunger, the desire to kill people has been lessened, in my opinion. This is me talking. I know the reflections of Cam Stewart don't affect Vincenzi and Mayo, but I think he's just living life. And it's one of those things I used to think he used to like just take pride in beating people's asses down. And there's other guys on tour who like to do it, some quietly, some with a bigger stick. But that's the way I feel about Brooks Koepka. I'm not betting him. It's that simple. I'll fade him, actually.
It's weird thinking about all the live guys. Let's go to that market. Let's go to low live. I assume Bryson is the overwhelming favorite in this. If it's not going to be Bryson, Matt, who do you think it is going to be? Because I don't see it from Rahm right now, and he openly hates this course.
Yeah, to me, it's not Rahm. I'm not big on Rahm this week at all, although I do think he wins Portrush for the Open this year. To me, it's Neiman, and I know you don't love him, but I am such a strong believer in his talent, and I'm such a strong believer in the way he's going to play this week. I'm willing to die on that hill. I honestly believe he shows up. I'd be shocked if he didn't. My gold pick was going to be a top 10 for him, 3-1. I just think this is the one he shows up to. You talked about this being a breakout spot, the PGA Championship usually. He played well at Quail and the few times that he's played here back when he was on tour, even when he was really young. I just think it's a absolutely perfect spot for him. I would be shocked if he did not get his best ever major finish this week.
So the low live, so he's going to come T13?
Maybe, but it's going to be an improvement.
I mean, unless they move this to T.
Mine's Hatton. Hatton or Burmeister.
Burmeister, I think, is the best value on the board with this. So you have Bryson at 2-1, Rahm at 4, Neiman at 6, Hatton at 7, Brooks at 9. Then you got, Reed at 12 isn't horrible. Cam Smith's all the way down to 16 to 1. So is Sergio. He's 16. DJ's 18. And then boom, you have Dean Burmeister, David Puig at 25 to 1. Those would be the kind of guys that I'd be looking for here rather than the top of the board.
Is it Puig or Puig?
I believe it's Puig, as it turns out.
Puig? But it's spelled like Yasiel Puig, the baseball player.
I completely understand that. I thought it was Puig for ages. This is what they call him on the live broadcast. I'm also I'm like the ninth guy who watches this sometimes.
I'm hooked on
Puig is a
phonics.
much better name.
Phonics. Yeah, I like that guy. Actually, I bet him a few times. He's gotten close. He's a pretty good.
He's
golfer.
good.
He is good.
Burmeister 25? That maybe that's the look I need. The problem is I bet him and Bryson both to win. That maybe I need to find like the low South African market.
I got one for you, Pat. I got one for you. Australian market, Phillips 12 to 1. I need a Phillips screwdriver.
You have been enamored with Captain Phillips here for a while, but he's had like one game. Listen, he won me the bet too, but he's had one good tournament.
Fair enough. I like the price.
The price, right?
Like, isn't that okay? Let's talk about the Australian range. There's a lot of guys that could like fade in like people talking Day. I don't know. He's going to do Adam Scott. Who knows? I'm just saying Phillips is one of those guys. Maybe he gets on a heater. The number's pretty good.
You're not a big fan of Elvis Smiley?
I mean, who the fuck's Elvis Smiley? And I watch every golf tour. I watch like women's amateur golf. Like I watch the Golf Channel all the time. I don't know who Elvis Smiley is.
Yeah,
sounds a great handle though.
Yeah, he's 14 to 1 in the low Australian market.
Really?
He won a DP World Tour event, I want to say.
Did he really? I thought they
so.
said he sounds like the guy singing karaoke with my Filipino neighbor in the garage. Guy loves Rod Stewart. What's his name? Elvis Smiley?
Yeah.
That sounds made up. What a
name.
He
won the Australian PGA.
What a wicked name. God, that's beautiful.
Let's see his recent results. He's playing on the DP World Tour now. Some Australia New Zealand Tour action. He won the BMW Australian PGA at the end of the year last year. Followed that up with a T5 the next week and has won top 10 since. And that was at the New Zealand Open.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Hey Pat, what about your guy? Remember you put like the Ender curse on him? Thompson Robinson on like the European tour. That guy's always around the top first round leader. Wasn't he Cuss guy?
Yeah, no, he's my zesty DTR. He's Euro DTR.
Yeah, he's better than DTR. Yeah, he should quarterback the Browns. Love that guy.
Dude's not afraid to be like 9 under in a single round and then shoot over par every other round.
You're telling me, man, that guy goes from hot to cold. Like he's like my personality. Like I look at this guy, go, he's in fuego, and then other time like, ooh, 9 over, tough Sunday.
So I think my gold bet is actually going to center around an Australian, Matt, which I did not expect, but Jason Day didn't play last week because he had a herniated disc in his neck, and now he is the favorite in the low Australian market. Am I missing something here?
What's going on? Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I had him for a bet as top Oceania. He was the favorite 3 to 1. This is my thinking. Day is not a player who pushes it if he doesn't feel 100%. We saw that last week. So if I bet that and he withdraws before the tournament, the bet is void. If he plays, that means he feels fine, and he's been incredible at this golf course. He's won at this golf course. He finished T4 here last year, and he's been great in the big events this year. 8th at the Masters, 8th at the API. He played well early in the season for another start. So I think he loves these big events, and he's saving himself for the majors. And if he tees it up, I think that means he's good to go.
You could be right on this, but it wasn't the low Australian that I was looking at. I was actually going to play a head-to-head with Patrick Reed against him, because somehow Patrick Reed is now an underdog to Jason Day in the head-to-head market, probably for the reasons that you just spelled out. But I do think that you're right that Day isn't going to push it, even though it's a free paycheck at a signature event. I think that he would give it a go, more than likely, try to hit a few shots if he feels capable enough. But if this is a real injury, that's not an injury that just like all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm okay now. That or he was lying about it.
He didn't try it to players though.
It's true, because he was sick. He was ill.
There's nothing worse than when a guy WDs after hitting a shot. Just fucking don't start the tournament. Like, God, I hate that shit. Like my bets are done. Like, it's like, just, if you're not there, you're not there.
Yeah,
just
but
don't hit a ball.
I want him to do it if I'm going to bet Patrick Reed against him.
Yes.
Hit one shot and fuck off.
I get it, Pat. I love one shot and fuck off. The problem is I'm usually the guy who fucks off. That's the problem. It never goes the other way. That's the issue, right? Patrick Reed's being disrespected in the market again. Guy shows up at the Masters, like what's this? I get it. Like, went to Augusta State. There's things happening, but guy gets treated like on the odds board like he's some kind of chop. It's not.
Well, he's set anywhere between 75 and 90 to 1 this week. I don't think that those are unfair odds.
I'd put him around 60. That's just me, though.
Like, who do you think has a better chance of winning this week? Corey Connors or Patrick Reed?
Patrick Reed.
I would agree with you on that. Because I find that's basically the whole 60 to 100 to 1 range, Matt, is just filled with guys I don't think are going to win.
No, I think chasing long shots in this field is not a smart idea. This golf course brings the cream to the top, and I also think the soft conditions will do that. I do think there's some majors where these type of guys get involved. To me, this isn't one of them. The top is playing way too well right now. The longest hitters are playing way too well. It's not a long shot tournament for me.
No, but even when I look at it, most of the guys that are in that odds range we just talked about, Cam, they're not big hitters. Like they're getting penalized. Like they're the normal 40 to 1 Russell Henleys or whatever. And they're just getting rightfully disrespected because of how they play golf at this course. The only one who's in there that fills the required skill set is Minwoo, and he's 80 to 1 or something like that. I just don't see a lot of differentiation between these guys at 70 to 1 and the guys that I don't think that Burns is going to win, Matt, but at least he has like on paper the right skill set to win versus a lot of these guys.
Right, and I think your guy Burmeister fits the exact same thing. He's incredibly long off the tee. I know he's not scared of these top guys if he gets in the mix. He's not afraid to go and win. My only concern with Dean is his
can't putt.
That and his form is starting to dip. If you look at his recent stats, he was really great early in the year. In the last 3 or 4 starts, he's kind of started to go trending downwards. But I think it's a great course for him.
What did you guys are concerned about the Dean? What was that word?
Mean Dean?
Yeah, like what Kappa? What's the concern? I missed the word.
Oh, he can't putt, and he has bad form.
Oh no, Dean Burmeister with a flat stick? It's an issue. If that guy could putt, he'd be like one of the best players in the world. Like his ball striking is impeccable.
Where's Louis, by the way? Didn't he get an invite to this, Matt?
Ooh, slot machine Louis? Haven't seen him in a while, Pat. He's missing in action. I don't know where Oosthuizen is.
He did last year, and he denied it. So I think they didn't invite him again.
You know what, Pat? Keegan Bradley's being disrespected.
No, he's not. I'll tell you why he's not, because he can't hit a long iron.
Fair enough. What is he, 130 to 1?
150 to 1.
Ooh, juicy. I can't bite on all these guys. I got Max Home at 125. Got to draw the line.
Well, but think about that. Think about some of the names that we just mentioned who are 150 to 1 and beyond, yet Max Homa has lower odds than they do. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Max Homa
sucks.
Lost his game. No, please, Patrick. Please, just stop. Max Homa lost his game. He's slowly getting it back. And you're pricing this guy who used to be one of the best players at 120 to 1 on a course that he's actually had success at. I think it's one of those plays where I think Max Homa can actually be in the mix. I'm betting him at 125 to 1. I don't give a shit.
I mean, it's almost like the Neiman bet that Matt has. If they call this TPC Quail Hollow, then yeah, maybe he has a shot, but it's not.
This guy, hey, Matt, he likes to ripping the guest. He can bet Neiman if he wants to. Lay off, Mayo.
Hey, he won at Riviera.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, it's great. So did Max Homa. By
shitloads.
A lot of Luke Donald, Bill Haas have won at Riviera.
Simple down. Luke Donald, I hit it further, man. Blindfold. Don't worry about it. Neiman can get it out there. Homa's fine. If Homa can get his, I'm telling you, Pat, but he's popping up on leaderboards again before he could even make the cut. It's a good sign of progress. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
I need
go ahead.
a quick little pushback here. Homa's like 34, and I think I agree with Cammy. It's not a bad bet, and he was T12 at the Masters. But the thing with Neiman is he's 26. He's like 10 months older than Ludwig Oberg, and we're already ready to rule this guy out of majors because he hasn't. You look at the data golf. Everyone wants to share all of his major finishes. The first 12 of them, he was 18, 19, and 20.
Okay.
I like Aberg. The difference is I'd rather have DeChambeau twice. Yeah. That's kind of you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing.
The point isn't that Neiman is never going to win a major. He probably will. He has that sort of skill set. But there's just very few players. The only one I can really think of in the past 10 years that has won a major without having a top 10 at a previous major is Wyndham Clark. That's like it.
What do you guys think of Clark this week?
That's a good argument.
Clark's been
First
bad.
round leader.
I mean, when you say that Homa's been good, like I'm looking at Homa's like card right, just because he doesn't miss the cut every week.
Hey,
do you know what he did?
hey,
Do you know how he solved his missed cut problem? He played in 2 tournaments without a cut.
What did he do at the Masters?
He was T12. Great.
What did he do last week?
He was T30.
That's fine. It
was a field of fucking 65 guys.
I don't give a fuck. He was right there and he faded on Sunday. Big deal. I can do the same thing with Fleetwood at 35 or 40 to 1.
He was. You say he's right there. He came T30. He was not right there. And
Give me some more results.
He also came dead last at the Heritage the week after the Masters.
Don't give a fuck. It's his week, Pat. Just like let's not worry about things here. Like sometimes it's like that horse. Remember what I told you? I go the dancing bear. Guy goes up to me and goes, "You're a fucking idiot. That horse has no chance to win." Dancing bear, wire to wire. Sometimes you got to listen to that stupid little gazoo on your shoulder. Max Homa's probably not going to win, but I'm going to tell you, I know he's been there before, and those odds, in my opinion, are stupid.
And well, he was another guy that like I actively faded in majors for years, even when he moved up into the world rankings, because he too, a lot like Neiman, just didn't have any good. Every time we got to a major, he just didn't have it. And he finally had that one at the Masters where he did play in the second to final group. Obviously, he gagged it away, but at least that was something to prove that he could get himself there. But he's just not that guy right now.
But here's the deal: like people like Patrick Cantlay, when's he going to close the door? That's another thing. This guy's getting priced like a superstar. I'm watching this guy outside do the same shit that Homa's doing.
Patrick Cantlay is not being priced like a superstar anymore. He's like 45 to 1.
I thought I saw 30, 35. Okay, bad number. But
you need a better book.
You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe I do, Pat. Maybe I do.
I was just going to bring Cantlay up. Speaking of stupid numbers, I think the 45 is stupid on him. He's playing
a good price, actually.
So well, man. I think I don't have room to bet it. I'm not going to bet it, but I think people should bet it. Like the 45 to 1, it's time now. It's not like you're betting him at a shit 22 to 1 like I have in the past. 45 to 1, the way he's striking the ball, he gained more strokes on approach last week than he has in 2 years. And I think
what's wrong with his putting though? That was Cantlay's MO. Like I used to love this guy. I'm like, we've bet him before. You know what it is, Matt? There's scar tissue with this guy because we know how good Patrick Cantlay can be. And it's like, why haven't you won in a long time, man? Like you're a good, like you're an upper echelon golfer. Like it's time to make a statement.
I also think he's on the policy board, and I know it's a boring point, but a lot of people who have done that have been horrible. When Rory came off the policy board, all of a sudden he's winning everything
Good call.
again. Adam Scott is now the leader of it, and he's playing like shit this year for the first time in probably 5 years.
Great call. Let's fade him. Policy board fades. Sounds amazing.
Listen, the only guy you don't want to fade on the policy board is Peter Malnati.
I love bucket hat Malnati. That guy wins at like 180 and then he's a ghost for a while and he'll show up again. He's like that guy. It's like, were you in jail? Oh, you're attending my party. Okay. Oh, come in, Malnati. Yeah, the keg's tapped.
So
he's weird.
So here's like where I want to get some access to a bit of different guys. Low Asian market. Hideki's the favorite. Ooh. He's plus 250. Then we're into Sung Jae and Siwoo. Ben Ann's right there. Tom Kim, they're all under 10 to 1. I mentioned Kevin Yu earlier. He's 11 to 1 to be low Asian. And I do think, Matt, if he can figure out these greens, which is not something he's very good at doing, but his tee to green versus all of these other guys, and especially his distance, like there's not much separating Ben Ann and Kevin Yu in terms of skill set, especially at the moment. In fact, Kevin Yu's actually playing better than he is in terms of distance, in terms of approach, and not so much on short game, but they both cannot putt. That at 11 to 1, I don't think that's terrible if we really do think that bombers are the play here, because the only two bombers on this list are Ben Ann and Kevin Yu.
Yeah, looking at Yu, he's obviously great off the tee. He ranked like 10th in my model this week. I think he makes a lot of sense for the golf course. Concern, he's never made a cut in a major. And did you say Ben was 10 to 1 and he's 11?
Kevin Yu is 11 to 1. Ben Ann is 6 to 1.
Okay, so yeah, it's a lot better. I kind of like Ben Ann in this market. He's played well at Quail in the past. He's long and straight off the tee. I kind of am expecting a good week from him, but I don't mind the U shout either.
Yeah, I mean, you could bet both of them if you really wanted to, because I think Hideki is clearly the class of these guys, Cam, and if good Hideki shows up, then all these other guys are in trouble in the low Asian market. But if you get like mediocre Hideki, or the guy who only has like the one heater round and then he can't make a putt for the other 3 days, then I would, if we're leaning bombers with all of our picks anyway, and you have a market with 13 guys with only 2 bombers, I think you have to give them some consideration.
I agree with you. Yeah, and that's the thing. You don't really see Hideki when he's in the mix like fall apart like that. It's just that's what it gets. When his putter goes cold, it's an igloo. Like it's ice cold. But I have no problem with that, Pat. I don't know really. Hideki didn't really make my card this week, but that's the whole thing about betting Hideki. He's an all or nothing guy. Like he's right there and he can win, or it's just that's the risk you take when you bet Matsuyama.
Yeah, Matt Hideki's not a great top 5 market guy. He's a
No.
he's a win or miss
Yes,
the cut guy.
great point. By the way, we're going to do a show with Pizzola. I think Vincenzi can come on too because he's a nice guy and all the rest of them. And we're going to do a show how everybody makes their models. And I would like to take notes because I'm more of a write it down on paper type of guy while I'm betting horse racing. But I'd like to actually hear these things. I know Pizzola, Pat, he talks about it and stuff. I just want to know what goes into it. And then you have your theory. Like everybody's got a different one. Like I talk about people's models. I want to know the difference between people's models. That's all.
I might have something to help you out very bigly with that, Cam, coming in the not too distant future. But Matt, like honestly, like we're not like data scientists. Like there are guys in this. I mean, maybe you are, Matt. I don't know. Like Pizzola.
I'm
like,
not. No.
Yeah. Like I like to. I know what I want to look for in something, and then I can tell the machine to tell me guys who do this well. That's all I'm really doing.
You know what, Pat? It's a great tool. Like when you put it those things, remember we did the golf show and stuff, you look at history at courses, stuff like that. But, I'm kind of old school too. Vibes, eye test, a lot of things like that. That's the way I roll. Like, and it's like in the horse racing that day, I just went with my, like a lot of the time saying, take this. No, I'm going with my gut. Like I like what I saw. I like, that somebody's a closer. And I feel the same way with golf. Sometimes you just got to listen to yourself and might not be perfect, but crazy shit happens in this tournament. We've had a lot of winners who are bombs, even though I don't think it's going to happen this year. It has happened.
Yeah, how do you approach doing that, Matt? Do you let the numbers tell you what you want to know, or do you tell the numbers what you want to see and see what that gives you?
Yeah, I was going to say, I probably shouldn't say it out loud, but I mean, I come to a conclusion first of my gut, and then I try to find the stats to back that up of why
Cool.
it makes sense. That's just the way I do it. I'm mostly a gut, and I tell everyone this: don't worry about the model. I'm just really trying to give you when I write my preview, I do all the stat categories. I'm just trying to paint a picture in your head of what this golf course is going to play like, what you're looking for, and then I put the guys down there in that. And it doesn't mean that it's a science or that's my power rankings. It's just a way to look at the tournament. And I use it as a very small piece of the puzzle.
Is Cantley really 45-1?
Yeah,
I almost have to bet him at that price.
Can't bet everyone,
I think
Cam.
you should.
What?
Can't bet everyone.
I know, Pat. That's the problem. I want to. That's the thing about golf. You can bet a lot of guys, though. You can get creative ways of betting, right? Like, Pat, I already got taken over under on my active bets on my account right now. But this includes hockey and other things in horse racing.
Oh,
what do you think?
87.5, I would set the over under at.
Over 138 active bets.
Holy shit.
Some are $10, though. Just want to tell you. That's straight up facts. I'll do a screenshot. But then I got futures and hockey and some other weird shit going on too. Like, yeah, Pat knows. I like to click buttons. I'm like a kid.
Low Canadian is an interesting market. Obviously, I like Connors. I'm going to bet him first round leader. I actually have a lot of interest in Mac Hughes at plus 375.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think. I watch Mac Hughes play, and if not for Ryan Fox, he had a putt to extend the playoff, and Fox chips it in. Mac Hughes is playing pretty good golf, Pat. I actually agree with you. If it's not Connors, like I'd take him over Taylor, over who is Hadwin even in the tournament?
Yeah,
is he there?
Hadwin's here.
Yeah, my buddy's gone. He's actually really my buddy's became good friends with Adam Hadwin. He's like the nicest guy. He ran into him like randomly at a course and goes, "You want to play?" My buddy's like, "I'm a chop." He goes, "I don't care. Let's just play golf." Like he's a really nice guy, but I'd like him to do better. But Mac Hughes, great call, Pat. If it ain't Connors, it's Hughes.
That because one underrated thing, Matt, about Mac Hughes that I think that people somewhat overlook is he's not like a bomber, but he's sneaky. He's like Spieth. He's sneakier longer than you think he is.
Good call.
He's gained some distance in the last few years. Looking at his major finishes, my concern is he's had a couple good starts at the Open. He's never had better than a T15 in any other of the three majors.
Yeah, he was.
He's another guy, first round leader, like 120.
But potentially so, but he was leading the U.S. Open at Torrey Pines until he hit the ball into the tree on like Saturday. Then he just fell off.
That was the one Henley was up there too?
Yeah, Henley and English. I think English ended up coming in fourth.
Yeah, that's right.
Low continental Europe. Rom is
I don't play. I don't like that. I don't like the continental Europe shit. Just keep it by country.
Well, I wanted to bet Jaeger, and he's the only the German in the field. He's 20-1 in this market. He's the same odds as like They should have like a lowlands market for us. You should have like Luxembourg, Belgium, Germany,
Yes.
Holland. Like make that a market in itself. There's no Moronk, I don't think, so you can't include.
So what? Yeah, we can't put Poland in there. The Polish hammer. So Oceania, does that consist of New Zealand, Australia, and like Thailand? Like what other countries?
I think just New Zealand and Australia.
Why don't they just call it Australia, New Zealand then instead of Oceania? Like that's kind of what? I when I hear Oceania, I think multiple countries.
Well,
just my opinion.
I would wager that. Well, I mean, Oceania is a continent, so it's like that part of the world. But I think it features more of the islands in the Pacific, along with Australia.
Fiji.
So VJ used to be in that market.
Yeah, VJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. VJ. Yes.
They also have a top.
By the way, I drank VJ's beer, Singa. Pretty good for the price, Pat. It's at the LCBO. I give it 2 thumbs up.
That's not tariffed.
No, it's from fucking Fiji or whatever the hell it's
is
from.
it from? Is it? It's an import from Fiji, really?
Yeah, it's called Singa. Actually, it's from Singapore, I think. It's got a lion on it. He's gold. Anyway, it's not from the United States, and it's cheap as fuck. Hainzer would approve. It's like Tuborg. It's dirt cheap and delicious.
Is Hainzer
great beer?
Is Hainzer still in like Malaysia or Vietnam or wherever the hell he's
Damn
at?
right he is. What is it? What's the name of that series? The Locusts or
White Lotus?
White Lotus. Yeah, Hainzer's doing White Lotus shit. I'm not sure if he's sleeping with chicks in the area and a cobra comes out of the bed sheets, but things are happening over there. He's never coming back.
He's not going to come back for the live show. That's on June 7th.
I got to be honest with you. Hainzer's living like he's going out fishing with locals and bringing back like $500 worth of seafood for $2. Like he's in heaven.
Just never. We'll never see him again.
I'm predicting. I pray he shows up at the event, but Hainzer's living like a king down there, dude. Why would he come back here? If I didn't have a girlfriend, I'd be there with him. I would set up.
You say that all the time. You move out here. You'll move 2 hours away. You'll move to Vietnam. You're staying where you are.
You caught me, Pat. I talk a lot of bullshit, but I'd like to move.
Matt,
it sounds like value though. Hainzer's like he's rich, like he's doing great, Pat. Like why the fuck would he want to come back here, Toronto?
Well, weirdly, it's perfect for you. You could do your work from over there as long as you had an internet connection.
That's my point. I actually talked to my dad about it, and I go, "Listen, Johnny, I'm looking after my dad." I go, "But things are changing. Like I'm gonna go anywhere. Like I don't really care as long as the internet works. I can do a show from the fucking moon. I don't care."
You should do it from the moon. Talk to Elon.
I'd like to.
Get you up there. Be doing shows from the moon.
Dude, I can't even fly to Vegas without drugs. So no, I'm not going to the moon. What else are we betting?
If you want to join us June 7th in Toronto, it's the weekend of the Canadian Open, which is in Toronto that week as well.
Are we going?
No, we're not. It's like 4 hours away.
Okay.
Well, where is it? It's in Collingwood or something like that.
Oh, Collingwood's wicked, man. It's party town, Pat.
Yeah, it's not super close to downtown Toronto where we're doing our show.
It's an hour and a half away. It's not 4 hours. We could get there quick.
If it's not
Hainzer to come back.
If it is not on the subway line, it is a billion miles away.
Yeah, we also got a show that night. Talking a lot of bullshit again. Okay.
We're actually you're doing it like we're doing the show in the afternoon, Cam.
Yeah. Aren't I doing the show with you?
Yeah, and then we're gonna meet some fans and they'll buy you drinks afterwards.
Sounds great.
So
sounds amazing.
If you want to have a beer with Cam, a cig with Custon Kenny, a vape pen hit with Jeff, you come to the live show on June 7th in Toronto. Tickets are available in the description right now. Matt, you're from what, like just outside of Boston?
Yep.
You've been to Canada, right?
I never have. No.
See,
are you a Bruins fan?
I'm not big into hockey. I'm
Thank
Celtic
God.
Patriots.
I like you even more now, Matt. God, I hate that team.
Yeah, I don't care about them.
Good.
What about the Patriots?
I hate them too. Sorry, Matt, but you're nice. Yeah, you've had success. I'm a Seahawk fan. I'm a loser. I'll never get over that Super Bowl with Marshawn Lynch in the slant. That was one of the worst nights of my life.
That was one of the best nights of my life.
Touche. Yeah. Yeah, fuck. Hey, Pat, I was going from winning like $10,000. I'm at the bar, and the winner of the fridge is Sophie Smith. Fuck, I threw down the microphone. The boss is like, "Where are you going?" I go, "Fucking come out tomorrow, man. I don't need my paycheck now. I'm going to like get even more drunk. Not at your establishment."
Top Irish, Rory is the overwhelming favorite at minus 300. Lowry's at plus 350. McKibben's in the field. Live guy, he's 12 to 1. I actually had interest, Matt, in Seamus Power because we're talking about running models. He just wasn't on my radar, and everything I ran showed he's actually pretty good and likes this course.
Yeah, the same thing happened to me at TPC Craig Ranch. I thought he was going to play well, and he was always in the model. I don't know what it is. I think he's like hacked the modeling system to make people bet on him. But I don't know if he's actually playing well because if you look at his results, he really isn't doing that much. So I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Can he beat Rory at Quail Hollow? I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Are you a Celtics guy too, Matt?
I love the Celtics. Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Yep.
Boston team.
You just say you don't like Boston teams.
Because they always beat fucking Toronto teams. We're losers, Pat. Can't you see what's happening in the playoffs? It happens every fucking year. Different team than Florida, Boston, whoever it is. It's the same bullshit. Sick of it.
My life from when I was like 10 to when I was like 15, I was going to like 3 parades a year, skipping school to a parade.
Last time I went to a parade was in fucking 19. Actually, the Raptor parade was I didn't go, but I watched it. But the Blue Jays, Pat, back when they were owned by Labatt Blue, was that 93? Fuck.
Low lefty.
Low lefty?
Low lefty. There's a lot of lefties in this field.
Are we going to do McIntyre again? He's going to fucking piss it. Like, he really pissed us off last time.
Akshay's the favorite. Herman is the second favorite. Then it's Bobby Mack at 3 to, they're all right around 3 to 1. So there's those three. Then you have your second level of Matt McCarty, Phil, Higo, and Joe Highsmith.
How about Higo?
That's what I was thinking. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, he's 4th or 5th in the last 24 rounds in strokes gained off the tee. You want a player who hits it far, long, and straight. He's one of them. I don't mind that at all because I don't love too many of the lefties. I think Akshay is a worthy favorite, but nothing like you can't not go up against him.
Is Higo in South African market?
He is. I
got a problem now. It's one of my bets with Burmeister. I got a problem with Higo.
So Burmeister's the favorite in the low South African market. He's plus 210. Then it's EVR, then Bez. Higo's plus 450. Thirsty Lawrence is plus 750. And Danny Van Tonder, 9 to 1.
DVT?
That's him.
I got to be honest with you.
DVT.
It's Burmeister or Higo, but I still like Burmeister. Do you like Burmeister over Higo?
I do, but I probably wouldn't bet this at plus 210. I'd probably take Higo in the low lefty market at 9 to 1.
It was in my minerals. Like, now I got to adjust. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Okay. Forgot about Higo.
We have top.
Speaking of Thurston Lawrence, did you guys look at the odds? He's further down the board than Michael Block. Michael Block is ahead of Phil Mickelson.
I'm so sick and tired of this Michael Block story. Like, honest to God, we get it. Like, I'm watching the amateur. It's like they're talking about Block. I'm like, you're 9 shots behind the leader. The guy was playing his ass off. They didn't even talk about him. It really pissed me off, actually. It's like, I get it.
Who do you think?
Right? Do you not agree with me, Pat? Do you not agree?
I mean, I don't care. Good for Michael Block. It's a story that people like. It doesn't bother me.
I'm not. Michael Block is fine. It's the way the media covers. Like, we're doing a tournament, and Michael Block is like an 8th, and the guy's running away with the tournament. They're not even like, he was amazing.
Sure, that's great. He's like a Make-A-Wish Foundation guy in a major, and he's doing well. Of course they're going to cover it.
Okay, Make-A-Wish guy.
How has Patty Harrington been playing? Because I was looking at low senior.
Patty Harrington, Senior again, over Phil. Can we do it?
Well, Phil's plus 150. Blandy, Matt's guy and Cuss guy, really. Plus
I
150.
love Richard Bland. I love him.
And then Harrington's double their odds. He's plus 333. And then you're into your guy, Sean McKeel, and someone named Bob Sowards at 18 to 1.
Oh, Bob Sowards. Yeah. So, but the thing about the Heartbreak Kid can't do it. Harrington, I don't know, like, I got to be honest with you. Like, he can still get it around. Like, there's no guarantee Phil's going to beat him.
Yeah.
Right?
I think Bland is playing really well. He finished T11 and T7 his last 2 starts, beat Phil by a lot. He gained 2 strokes per round on approach his last start in Korea. I think he's probably the best this market. Harrington's playing all right. He was like 11th in the last senior tour event. I don't know how great he's playing. I think Bland right now is in a better spot.
But what about Bland? Like, he doesn't hit it very far, right? Like, over time, that course might beat him down.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't mind Harrington. Harrington's like still doing speed training.
That's the thing. He's like Gary Player Jr.
But he gives out tips on YouTube instead of calling people fat on YouTube.
Yeah, Gary did me a favor after he called me a fat fuck. I lost some weight.
Oh
Thanks,
my God.
Gary.
I had a like memory pop up the other day, Cam. It was me and you and someone. It was from like 6 years ago. You look like half the person you used to be.
Oh, I was a big boy. Like, yeah. And I'm not doing it like I'm not gonna say like I'm on Jardians, the pill for losers. It's like number 3 in the minerals, like behind Ozempic and the other one that you get a shot, Wacovi, whatever the hell it is. I get the basically the rich guy's leftovers, which is Jardians, but I do it through walking too, Pat. I went for a nice little hour walk today when I woke up.
Last one before we get to some of the mineral picks here, Matt. Obviously, you like Neiman as low South African, but there's only 3 in the market. He's minus 188. Nico Echeverria is plus 333. Vegas is plus 350.
Playing good.
Vegas at plus 350 is at least the skill fit, Matt, that I want here. Take a 3.5 1 to long shot too. I'm gonna, unless Nico like lights it up on the greens, I don't think he's gonna do anything. Then you're gonna say like, really, is he? Neiman's obviously much better than Vegas, but Vegas, at least when you get him at courses that can equalize his skills, he's not bad.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think with Neiman, you could question his ceiling, but I don't think you can question really his floor right now. I do think he's going to bring something. So you would need Vegas to play
T20.
pretty well. He was T13 in his last start. Stats were okay, but he did miss his 5 previous cuts. So I'd be worried about if that was just kind of a one-time thing at the Byron Nelson. I'm not sure of the form. He's almost 41 years old. Some questions, and I don't think 3 to 1 is enough for me really to want to bet it.
Okay,
Hey, Matt, what school did you go to?
I went to St. Mary's.
I went to Bridge.
Oh, you said
Where'd
Matt.
you go?
Matt. I went to Bridgewater State University.
Bridgewater State. Is that D2 or 3?
3.
Okay, cool. Teddy Bridgewater State. Interesting. That's because I thought you might go to like BC, like Boston College or like one of those schools.
Who do you guys play against? Like the School of Hard Knocks?
School.
No, they play against like Queen's University and Charlotte and shit. Like those, but they get moved up and stuff, don't you? Like those D3 schools, like.
Yeah, mostly local. It's like the conference we played is called the MASCAC. It's like Framingham, Springfield.
Huh.
All Massachusetts schools.
Interesting.
You might
good
be
hockey there.
Here's something just to disseminate the market a little bit here, Matt. And you're absolutely correct that if you don't think that Neiman has the winning upside, which at least at this event I don't, but I agree that his floor is pretty good. Maybe 3.5 to 1 isn't the market for Vegas to beat him. But if you think that it takes a top 20 for Vegas to beat him, just avoid that market altogether and just bet Vegas at plus 750 top 20 with ties.
Yeah, it's a much better bet in my opinion.
Yeah, or even top 30 market. He's actually showing up pretty well too. He's plus.
What's your best sleeper
of the week?
Yeah, guy 60 to 1 plus, like Straka.
It's Burmeister. I bet on Burmeister to win.
I like Burmeister too, but this Higo stuff's got me thinking. Like that top South African pick was going to be in my minerals with Burmeister.
Well, you're going to be on the clock here in a second because we are going to get to the best bets: the gold, the silver, and bronze for the 3 of us. Cam, you were a 3-0 sweep at the Masters, including a 65 to 1 winner in these markets. So, Matt, you are the new guest on the show. We will lead with you. What is your gold pick?
My gold pick is going to be Tom Kim to miss the cut plus 115.
Ooh, yeah.
Plus 115. That's a really good number.
Great price.
He's
I got to bet that too.
Dog shit.
He is
playing like dog shit. And this course did not set up well for him. He's not very long. He's not very accurate. I think he's going to struggle big time. I'd be surprised to see him miss the cut. We're getting plus money. I think it's a good bet.
I like that. Pat, can I split my golden half?
What does that mean?
Means I want Bryson DeChambeau plus 105, top 10 with top live at plus 210.
Which one do you want? Just pick one.
Just give me the top 10 plus 105. I'm not fucking around. Like he's finishing top 10, right?
I mean, he's finishing first. This we all know.
Yeah. Oh, that's what my point being is. Even if he finishes second or like you're getting plus money barely or not laying juice for a guy that could win the tournament. Sold.
It's pretty good. I wanted to take something Bryson as mine as well, but now I
take a top 5 because you got more stones than me.
Yeah, but I've already bet him to win. Then I would just make my best bet Bryce. I mean, my best bet is kind of Bryson to win. That's where all of my money is really allocated this week. I am going to take for mine. I was just looking at the miscut market in case there's someone I missed. I almost want to bet Max Homa to miss the cut. Feels like a good bet. I'm going to stick to my guns here. I'm taking Reed minus 110 at Cool Bet right now over Jason Day in the head-to-head market as my gold pick. And I hope that Day hits one shot and withdraws. Or Reed just beats him, one of the two. I'm pretty good with. And I agree with you that people are somewhat sleeping, Cam, on Patrick Reed. But again, he feels more like a guy who finishes T6 this week rather than wins.
Yeah. So how about for my silver pick then? I give you, listen to this. You want to hear stupid? Patrick Reed, top 30 it's ridiculous. It's like plus 130.
That's pretty good.
You're damn right. I like the guy top 20, but I like to have a little bit of leeway, Pat. I hate these T22s and all the other shit. I lose a lot of those real tight ones. So just give me top 30 with Reed, plus 130.
All right. Matt, do you have a silver pick?
Yeah, my silver pick is going to be Neiman top 10, plus 275. You might be able to find a 3-1 somewhere. All the reasons I've said earlier, but I just think this is his best major to date. And you might be right. He might have to contend before he can win. And I think this is the one he at least contends in.
Yeah, I'm seeing a Cool Bet right now, plus 275. I believe that's best in market for top 10 for him. I'm actually going to go out with the one that I gave earlier. I'm going to take Kevin Yu. Horse throat here. Soldier Boy's not going to hire me back. 11-1 in the low Asian market. I really think if Hideki kind of opts out, it's him versus Ben An, and I'm getting double the odds on Kevin Yu. Bronze picks. I kind of,
Pat.
Well, yeah.
Let's just do this. Fuck it. I'm not. No, what? Hey, go. I'm not afraid. Meester, broken wings. Give me the Dean, busting us at our keg party. Plus 225, top South African. The Dean.
The Burmista Mista lady?
Yeah, I love that guy. I know what. I hope he's in contention. I hope you win a lot of money this week. Give me Burmester.
That'd be great.
Plus 225.
He came top 12. I think he was T12 last year at the PGA Championship, wasn't he, Matt?
Guy's underrated, in my opinion.
Bronze pick. Are you taking Eugenio for yours, or are you saving him for me, Matt?
Yeah, you can have him. I'm looking at. I just like this. I like Day top Oceania 3-1. I just think Minwoo is not playing well. Cam Smith, I'm not feeling at this course whatsoever. I just don't know who his challengers are, and if he plays, I think he loves this place. I think he's going to contend. I think 3-1 is a good number.
All right, and I'm going to take, where are we at here? That's a top 20 finish. Probably don't want to take a Nicholas Norgard Eugenio parlay top 20 finish for 75-1.
Nicholas Norgard.
I accidentally clicked on two guys in a row. I am actually going to go to, I'm not going to go to Eugenio, who I do like, and is plus 650 to be low Spaniard in this event. The same odds he gets to finish inside the top 20. I would wager that the top 20 bet is probably the better bet in that spot because he still might lose to Sergio or Rom or anyone like that. I'm going to take Higo in the low lefty market at 9-1.
Wow, that's a good price.
Yeah, it's a big price. It was big.
So he's got to beat Harmon, McIntyre, Phil,
Akshay, Highsmith, Matt McCarty.
He's the problem. Joe Highsmith's actually, I still like it.
What golfers don't you like, Cam?
That's a great question, Pat. Who don't I like? I don't know. The guy who fucks me on Sunday, usually Cantlay. But I'm thinking about betting him now. Actually, I love everybody. If you win me, you know what? Ryan Fox is my favorite golfer right now because I bet him 40-1 live, and he chipped in to win. That's the type of guy.
He's a big man.
I'm going to tell you something. If there was like MMA golf, that guy would fuck up so many guys on. Like if there was like a Fight Club PGA Tour and Euro Tour, Ryan Fox, I would have him going deep in the tournament, like an MMA boxing type of thing. He looks like a bear.
I'm with you. I think his dad was a professional rugby player.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah, you don't want to bet. Imagine some guy lipping off Fox. That's the last thing you want to do, leaving the men's room. Like he'll hurt you.
I want to throw together an underdog to make and miss the cut. I wrote this up this week, Matt, and coming on. I've talked about it on the show a few times as well, that if you get rid of like all of the really crappy players in this field, let's say there's 40 between the 20 PGA professionals, some of the seniors, and just some of the absolute Elvis Gerback or whoever the fuck that guy was who was in the field.
Great backup quarterback. Don't rip Elvis Gerback. He was fantastic.
Well, he's 16-1 in the low Aussie market. I don't think he's going to make the cut this week.
Oh, Smiling Elvis or whatever.
Yeah, Smiley Elvis.
Right? Yeah,
all smiles when he misses the cut. That if you take the field down from 156 to 120 and just say that like, hey, 5 of these guys make the cut, like whatever. Because it's top 70 in ties for the cut line, around like 62% of the field is going to end up making the cut. You say that Tom Kim is not going to make the cut. I agree with you. And at Underdog right now, you can use code Mayo, get a deposit bonus of up to $1,000, and then you get a free pick in the pick'em games. You can throw that free pick onto this if you like. We'll take Tom Kim to miss the cut. I like Jagger to make the cut, so I'm going to go with him. He's close to even money to make the cut. Who are some other guys from down below that you think that we can go with to make the cut at this tournament?
Homa.
I'm holding.
Eugenio.
Oh, let's see if they have Eugenio. Mean Gene? No, they're not offering any Mean Gene markets.
What about Burmester? Throw him in to make the cut parlay.
Let's see. Mista. Dean Burmeister. Yeah, we'll throw him on. So if we go Burmeister.
What do you think about Andrew Novak?
I'm iffy on that. I don't like that one as much.
Okay, we'll leave him. We'll leave him be. I have mixed emotions too. I like that guy though.
So Tom Kim to miss, Jagger and Burmeister to make is almost 5.5 to 1.
Beautiful.
I like that.
So what other bomb do we put in there? Do we put in Bjerregaard Peterson or
I don't think that we need. I don't think that we need to put anything else.
I
on this.
agree.
I think that will be the official play of the Best Bet show on Underdog. 100 pays 538.
Give them to me again to make Homa?
No, Homa's not on the to make.
Oh,
list.
you left Homa out, did you? Nice friend you are. Who do we got?
I was going to put him on the to not make the cut list.
Oh, see, that's one guy that we're different. So, but who do we have in our? Just give me the guys.
Burmeister, Jagger to make, Tom Kim to miss.
Love it, and I'm adding Homa to mine. But thank you, Kim to miss. Perfect. To miss. Excellent. This looks good. It's all coming together, Pat.
Yeah, code Mayo at Underdog right now. Get you a deposit bonus of up to $1,000 and that free pick. If you throw on that free pick, I believe it gets it up to 11 to 1. So you're off to the races. At least a hot start if you can get these guys to make or miss the cut. Guys, I want to thank you for being on. Matt, what do you got coming out at SI this week? The main article is already up?
No, it isn't. It's not out till tomorrow.
This show's coming out tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It just went up.
Trust me, I do it all the time.
Yeah, just that. I think that's basically it for the week. I already wrote a couple things. One is all the players have won at Quail and how they've done so. Another one is all the players who could theoretically win the Grand Slam in their career. Just some major championship content that I've done. Look at my page for that.
Cam, you're just going to be on Sports Grid all week?
Damn right. I'm back in business, Pat. Missed a couple days last week with the surgery. I'm back tonight with Gabe Morency Sports Rage, 10 o'clock Eastern. Lots of live betting. We got basketball with Golden State. We got Vegas and the Edmonton Oilers. If you like gambling, join the show. Like Mo Sislak says, Pat, if it moves, you can bet on it, Oma. You're damn right you can.
I just told Matt that the show's coming out tomorrow, and you just advertised the games of like 2 hours from now.
Oh, I actually did. Yeah. Anyway, tune into the network. We got maybe some Australian horse racing too for later on in the week. Whatever it is, we got shitloads of picks. That's all you need to know.
I love it. There was a few names that just didn't come up in the show at all. Just very quick take, Matt, from you. Scotty Scheffler.
Of course he's good enough to win, but of course he never has played before in a stroke play event. He wasn't great here in the President's Cup. At 4 to 1, that's enough for me to fade him.
If Scheffler wins, I'll let you hit me over the head with a chair. Enough.
At the live show?
You got to see what kind of chair.
Too late.
It is.
You're in. You're locked in. Tickets to the live show. You talked about.
You got to pay me. I need danger pay. I'll let you do it, but like if I get I already had my brain scrambled a couple times. That's why I had surgery from bringing my hockey days. But yeah, you can hit me over the head with chair.
Cam, you're getting drinks. You're getting a fancy meal and a hotel for the weekend. That's on me.
Chair or rolling in tax like Cactus Jack.
Jordan Spieth, Matt.
No.
Questionable. I actually, if he wins, this is his career slam, right? Nah, I'm not going to take him.
Seb Straka. Maybe?
No, too much steam going on now. He's too hot.
But Seb seems like the type of guy to drink one night. He's like one of those back-to-back jacks type of guy, Pat. I think he's dangerous. That's all.
I mean, I think I have money on him to win at Portrush, so I hope that he just saves it all for the final major of the year. And it's like I kind of hope like Hatton or Hideki win, just because I'm so bad at making these picks that maybe the picks I made 3 months ago, which I would have no interest in today, would win.
I got Hatton at 45 or 50. Like I think Hatton has a chance actually.
Yeah.
I really do. He'll be there.
I'm on the same, like Matt has the future as well. I just thought that both, I mean, Hideki you can get at 40 to 1 if you really want to. But when I locked them at 50, I was like, joke's on the book. These guys are going to be 20 to 1 by the time it comes around. And they're exactly the same.
My extra tungsten mineral pick was Hatton top 20 plus 185. That was going to be my next pick.
You love Hatton, huh?
I like him for a top 20. I think he's going to be there, page 1 or 2.
Fair enough. All right.
Well, now we know copper is the value, right? Copper is the value mineral.
Yes, copper. Copper is the value mineral. Yeah, be careful. A lot of grifters in the area. These guys love copper. Quick drugs.
That'll do it on the Pat Mayo Experience Best Bet Show. Smash the like, sub to the channel, and give me your favorite best bet down in the description. I mentioned that live show. That's on June 7th. Tickets available down there. Lots of stuff down in the description. Maybe even some giveaways that you didn't even know about that I'm hiding down there to see who actually listens to the end of the show. I don't think there's actually any down there right now, but you can opt into that contest for that golf giveaway that I did talk to you about earlier on in the show. I will be back live with Tambo on Wednesday morning, breaking down all the final plays, the one and done, DK picks, DFS, whatever it might be. And then I'll have my newsletter for free coming out on Wednesday evening. You can sub to that, again, for free, sent directly to your email down in the description right now as well. All right, I'm Pat Mayo. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Pat Mayo Experience.
All right.
Sorry, Pat. I'm in orbit right now.
I like
so many drugs from the hospital, bro. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, I have no idea. Like, these guys are caught me up on goofballs. My doctor's a fucking tool, by the way. But I'll tell you a story later.
All right.
Now I don't know if the bookie's really Vincenzi or not.
Oh yeah, he's Vincenzi. Yeah, he's great. And I used to go over there. We'll talk, Matthew. He used to be a Vincenzi, and he'd give me smoked sausages, lasagna. Like, that's like, not only did we exchange envelopes, I did my groceries in his garage. That's the way the Italians roll.
That's
and
right.
I love it. I should have been Italian.
Experience.